Kirsty Wark has hit out at the BBC over its decision to make cuts to BBC Two's Newsnight. Last month, the BBC announced it would be cutting down Newsnight to 30 minutes as well as getting rid of half of its staff. Kirsty, 68, who is Newsnight's longest-serving presenter, has now hit out at the BBC's plan. Speaking to Emma Barnett on BBC Radio 4's Woman's Hour, Kirsty addressed the broadcaster's decision to make cuts to BBC Two's Newsnight. She said, "It was really a tough time for everybody. In this world, it's all about the brand, and Newsnight is a massive brand for BBC Two. Especially in an election year, every single night we will interrogate what is going to be a critical election. So, it's not about killing it," Kirsty said before adding, "Some people wanted to kill it maybe. But, lots of people didn't want to kill it, and I think whatever happens down the line, it's going to be in hale and hearty health. We won't have some of our best editors, but we will still have Nick Watt running up to an election." Kirsty, who has presented the BBC Two show for 3 decades, admitted that she would not have made the same decision as the broadcaster. She continued, "I'm going to be bullish about this, and I think I would have done it. I loved Newsnight the way it was, but your point about linear TV is not lost. Everybody has to change, and so I think there is a future for Newsnight, and I think it will be in a different format." In a series of cuts confirmed by the broadcaster, BBC Two's Newsnight will lose its dedicated reporters, be shortened by 10 minutes, and drops its investigative films to focus on studio-based debates. The BBC News at 1 TV bulletin will be extended to an hour and be broadcast from Salford. BBC News and Current Affairs CEO Deborah Turness said the broadcaster was in a tough financial climate, and had to make some difficult choices as audiences switch from TV to online news. The cuts will see Newsnight's 57-strong team cut to just 23, with the new moves expected to save the broadcaster £7.5 million. Deborah Turness said, "When we started work on this announcement, I did not know if it would make financial sense to keep Newsnight on air. We, like many other news organizations, have streamlined our editorial teams to avoid duplication. It simply no longer makes sense to keep a bespoke reporting team dedicated to a single news program with a small and declining audience, however good that program is." She added that the BBC audience regarded Newsnight as an important BBC brand, and what they most value is the discussion and debate at the end of each day. "So we've made the decision to reformat Newsnight as a 30-minute late-night news-making debate, discussion and interview program," she continued. "The new program will no longer have a dedicated reporting team, but it will have access to our top reporting talent and experts from across BBC News, who will take part in the conversation and share their expertise and insights." Meanwhile, Kirsty will depart as Newsnight's lead presenter after the next general election, but she will remain part of the BBC presenting team on shows such as The Reunion, Start the Week on Radio 4 and various documentaries. **